The Boilermakers will try to keep this momentum going into the 149 weight class, and there is going to be Austin Nash of Purdue, redshirt sophomore, having a tough year so far at 5-13 from Florham Park, New Jersey, with a chance to right the ship here right now against Kyle Gliva, a redshirt senior, 17-9 from Intergrove Heights, Minnesota.
Yeah, this is a very important match, not only for the Purdue team, but for Austin Nash as well. He's coming off a win against Illinois, so he wants to keep that going here as this position has been bounced back between two guys at this 149 spot. So someone looking to take control of this spot, and Austin Nash, needs to get a win here against a tough opponent, the redshirt senior that's 17-9.
Yeah, 17-9 on the year, and a lot of experience from Gliva, as he's 51-39 as his career record. He does have one nationally ranked opponent win this year, and that came against Columbia. He won a 5-2 decision against a wrestler named Jacob Malakaluli of Columbia. It's a nice shot there by Nash, and takedown. He gets the first 2 points of the match and gets off to an early start.
Yeah, great job by Nash. I mean, like I said, this is a very important match for him, and it's an important match for this Purdue team to keep rolling tonight, as they're already 3-0 in these matches.
Nash only known for scoring first in 39% of his matches, so a little bit uncharted territory, but definitely where you want to be, as it's now 2-1 in his favor, and they go back to neutral. Let's see what kind of move he goes for this time.
As we saw in his match against Illinois, he's very quick. He likes to take shots. He oftentimes gets put in bad positions because of the decisions that he makes, and that's what has led to his 5-13 record as a redshirt sophomore. But the fact still remains that he does like to be quick. He does like to take those shots, and he likes to take chances. And when they work out well for him, as we saw last Sunday against Illinois.
Yeah, last Sunday against Illinois, he defeated Eric Baroni of Illinois with a 3-2 decision in what was a very competitive match from start to finish. And like you said, a redshirt sophomore, so he's still out there learning. I mean, it's early on in his collegiate career here with the Boilermakers, and getting a lot of good experience this year, wrestling a lot of really tough opponents in the Big Ten. Another nice defensive play there by Nash to fight off the single leg shot from Gliva. This time Gliva gets that single leg, and he's got that hold of that ankle. He's got a nice firm grip on it as Nash has got one leg hopping around. Here comes the treetop trip, and down on the mat they go.
That was a very well executed shot by Gliva to stand up, not try to overpower, just go through his motions, stood up, got good control of that leg, of that right leg, went for the trip, and there was nothing that Nash could do in that position besides take the takedown and try to move on.
So a big late takedown there for Gliva in the first period gives him the 3-2 advantage. And speaking of just having that patience, how hard is that as a wrestler when you have a hold of that leg and you got him hopping around? As the offensive wrestler, how anxious, how is it to keep yourself from being anxious to get him down to the mat?
Yeah, because I mean, when they're hopping around and you've got their leg up that high, you want to make sure you take the right step, because if you step wrong, you lose your balance, you lose control of that leg. So if you step wrong, like I said, things could go bad for you. So you're having to make sure that that step that you're taking is a very good step behind that ankle to get that trip.
1 point escape there from Gliva. Now we see Austin Nash with a nice shot there. He's got a hold of that leg, and just as we're talking about, he has Gliva up in the air now.
Yeah, he wants to get underneath.
It's a nice flip and takedown. Can he hold on to it? Still no advantage given to Nash yet as they near out of bounds, and what was a very violent move to the mat for both wrestlers.
Yeah, that was about a half roll for Gliva. I think he wanted to roll all the way through that, but he got caught at the bottom. Ended up getting landed on by Nash, so I thought maybe we'd come up with a little bit of blood time or something, because it looked like Gliva came down pretty hard. Nash came down pretty hard on top of Gliva.
Yeah.
So glad to see they're all right.
So it was a nice shot there by Nash, but he doesn't get any points to show for it on the scoreboard, as they called a stalemate before he could get the upper hand. So with the score 4-2, he's going to go back to the offense here as they wrestle near center. Shot there by Gliva. Nash fights it off nicely, and he has a nice inside grip of the shoulder blades of Gliva. Under 30 seconds remaining here. Look for both wrestlers. This is a big moment here for both guys. If somebody can get some points here before the end of the second period, it's going to change the entire match.
Yeah, I mean, just the same as every other sport, you want momentum going into the breaks. And the same thing is true in wrestling. You want to get a little momentum going into the break. So take a shot here. Take a chance. You got some time to make it up if it doesn't go well for you.
So with that, the second period comes to an end. It's going to be up to Austin Nash to cut into that 2-point deficit here in the third period. He will start down here, so I think, in my opinion, the right choice and the only choice is you start down here and try to get that 1 point to get out.
Yeah, he just has to be quick, though. He's got to do something to get up and out, get that escape point, and get back on offense because, as we were just talking about, momentum is so important in wrestling, especially when you're at home. You've got the home fans on your side. You get a big escape, as we do there, and the fans start cheering. You get a little adrenaline rush. I mean, you're getting tired in the third period. If you can get that adrenaline rush, as we see right there, he's going to take a shot and maybe go up in this match.
Nice shot there by Nash. He's got to try to get that right leg free to get around behind to get the 2 points. No advantage given yet as Gliva keeps a strong hold of that leg, trying not to give it up.
Nash has got to be careful he doesn't rock his weight back too far as Gliva has worked himself into a good position.
Nash doing a good job getting a hold of those legs and trying to keep a hold of them, but now looks like Gliva might have the upper hand here. Nash has got to keep a hold of the midsection. He's unable to do so, so after a really, really nice shot by Nash, he actually gives up the 2 points and a takedown for Gliva. Nice job by him to stick with it.
Yeah, just as I said, he worked himself into a great position right before Nash. Nash was just a little too far back, and it looks like he got to a point where he was ready to just give up the takedown and get back trying to defend himself.
So with now the score 6-3, Nash has got to get out, and it's still only a 3-point difference. So if he can get out, get that 1 point, and then you're only 2 away, 1 takedown away. But as we say that, for a second there, almost looked like Nash was going to get free and maybe get a reversal as they go sprawling near out of bounds. Gliva still with 1 foot in, so they continue to wrestle with 28 seconds. If you're Nash, you got to get out of bounds and get a reset here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So
he needs to get the quick escape here. He's got to pop up, find a little bit of oxygen left way down in there, and be quick in this 24 seconds because he needs an escape and a takedown. Judging from my calculations, I think if he can get an escape within like the first 8 seconds, he'll still have some time for a takedown because it does take a little bit of time unless you get a clean takedown, which is really hard to do at the collegiate level. There's the quick escape for Nash, so now he needs a takedown. He has 15 seconds remaining to do it. As you hear the Purdue crowd start cheering him on, he goes for a shot there. No luck. Another chance. No luck. 6 seconds remaining. He's got to get his head up as a stalling warning is given. But with 5 seconds left, I don't think that's going to come in here. Probably not, but a good call by the referee as it is just to make sure that that's called.
So with 5 seconds left, Nash with one last-ditch effort, but it's going to come up short. So after a tough back-and-forth match, it is Gliva of the Bison. Kyle Gliva getting the win, moving his record to 18-9.
That's just a good win by Gliva, but Nash shouldn't hang his head as he leaves the match just because that was a good, hard-fought match against a tough, experienced opponent in Gliva.